when people ask me, and they ask me in Playbook to say, what do you think? I still think she's going to win. I don't like the fact that she's losing roughly 2 people in every swing voting group, but there's also all these groups that I do of 2-time Trump voters who were out on Trump after January 6th that are also real, that where they either just aren't going to vote for him or they're going to vote for her.
Hello, everyone. This is JVL here with my best friend, Sarah Longwell, publisher of the Bulwark. Before we get to St. Larry, can I, right here live on our podcast, try to guilt you into writing something? Did you see me in Slack yesterday in our general broadcast? I was passive aggressively trying to ask you to write a piece.
I didn't see it. What was it?
All right.
You expect me to read your newsletters and Slack and do my job?
So I was just looking at that former Trump people event in Philly this week, which was like Alyssa Farah Griffin, Liz Cheney, Cassidy Hutchinson, and somebody else. And I'm sorry, ma'am.
Sarah Matthews.
Whatever. Her.
Yeah.
And I was
you should know her. She's coming to our thing in Philly. So.
Oh yeah, the great Sarah Matthews. Oh
yeah,
gosh,
you're a
she's
good
fantastic.
friend. Yeah,
we're really.
She'll be there on stage with us. Oh, by the way, we're coming to Philly, guys, next Thursday, and then we're going to be in Pittsburgh on Friday, and then we're going to be in Detroit on Saturday. And let me tell you what, tickets are almost sold out. So if you want them, go get them. JVL's going to be there. He's going to hug you.
We'll talk about that is at the end.
Okay.
We'll talk about this at the end.
Okay.
So I was just sort of struck by these women, and I started thinking to myself, what would the male version of this group look like? And it would be Adam Kinzinger.
Adam Kinzinger by himself. Jeff Flake.
Who else? Yeah, but Jeff Flake Jeff Flake is an OG never Trumper. I'm talking about like people who after January 6th were like, no, this is dangerous and wrong. And Jeff Flake, to his eternal credit, was like out on Trump from the very beginning.
You know, it's a great question. Oh, I do know the part that you were asking me to. I do remember this, baiting me.
And so it's not just at the elite level. And by the way, like Olivia Troy, right? Olivia, another one of our friends there. There are a number of women who have been willing to stand up on this stuff. And there have not, unless maybe I'm just blanking on it, and this is me not seeing reality, in which case I'd love to hear it. But I don't think the number of men who have done this is, like, it's, the gender imbalance on this question is striking at both the elite level and then at the voter level, which is the stuff you see, right? So it's both among women who worked for Trump and then among just women voters, but women Republican voters generally, who are willing to say no, and men aren't. And I think that's an enormous piece. Like that's like a 4,000 word piece. And I think the person in America to write it is you.
Okay.
And I would really love to read that piece by you in The Atlantic next month.
Okay.
Wah, wah.
Let me take a quick just swing from my gut level reaction, which is there are men who have opposed Trump in ways that are meaningful. Your hero, Mike Pence.
Yeah, Mike Pence.
Mitt Romney. But here's how they look different from the women. Liz Cheney says the thing that I always say, which is that, like, the Mitt Romney position is genuinely insane.
And we love Mitt.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I love him so much, but as Andrew Egger pointed out in our newsletter, and he's completely right, to be like, well, I can't come out and endorse Kamala Harris because I have to maintain some juice to help rebuild the Republican Party. No.
Sir, I am sorry, but there is 0% chance that you are going to have any juice to rebuild the Republican. Somebody else is going to have to do that work. You are not going to be able to do it. The work you can do is stopping Trump now.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
And Pence would never come close to endorsing Kamala Harris. And like, I guess maybe I still don't understand it. I get it. He's so pro-life and he's an evangelical, and so it's hard for him. Sure, but like Mitt Romney's a Mormon, and we still expect it of him. And I think the reason that, Mike Pence, it's just this idea of you saw the most dangerous thing happen up close. He didn't care if you died. He said that. He said when he was told that they're coming to kill your vice president, his response in Jack Smith's court thing was, so what?
So what?
So what? Okay. If you can't, in the face of that, endorse Kamala Harris, like, I don't know what to do about that. But I will say, like, Liz Cheney and these women, Cassidy and Sarah and Alyssa, have, like, Olivia, what have you, they've got this extra layer of moral clarity, which is to say, like, yeah, so obviously I'm going to vote for the opponent. And obviously, and I don't know what the part of the reason I can't write the piece is that I don't have a gendered insight for why. Like, Bill Kristol loves to kind of do, like, I'm a feminist now. The future is female. Let me tell you why these women.
If you go back and read Antigone, and
women have always had this special thing. I don't know. Why is it? I sometimes think, like, maybe they're less narcissistic and, like, so they see like Mitt Romney or Mike Pence might have this thing. I mean, there's something implicit in Mitt Romney's idea of that he could save the Republican Party in a postgame that I'm like is delusional. But you know what? Nikki Haley shares that delusion. So I don't know. That's
women,
my thing.
Right? Hashtag not all women.
Hashtag not all women. Hashtag not all men. I don't know that there's a gendered reason, but I do know right now it is notable that the people from the administration are women.
From the administration and then at the voter level, right? Republican women voters are a big part of who's leaving Trump. And
they're the ones who defected first.
Right. They went and they
in 2018, that was like the first wave of kind of red dog Dems to go.
And what is this about? I mean, it predates Dobbs. So it's not, the abortion may be driving a big part of it now.
You know what? Actually,
but
now I can
predate
answer
Dobbs.
this. I can answer this. Trump hates women. Trump hates them and has been clear about hating them. And then he picked J.D. Vance to hate on them. Yeah, that's true, but not all men.
Mitt Romney.
Yeah, but he hates them specifically. He hates women, like, as a category, and is very clear about that. Like, it's infused through his entire campaign. This is, like, literally what I'm talking about on Playbook, is the extent to which Donald Trump repels women by all, and like he doesn't care. Like, that's what's been interesting about his campaign this time around is at least in 2020, it felt like they understood they were losing suburban women and they needed to figure out how to get them back. Whereas now they're just like, we got to drive up the numbers with men. Like, we got to get into the manosphere. We got to pick J.D. Vance. We got to just run up the tech bro numbers, the Barstool Sports bro numbers, Theo Vaughn numbers, Joe Rogan numbers. Like, that seems to be where they're trying to find these low propensity voters. And they're just abdicating women. They're just like, we're not going to get any woman who's kind of out on this. And so I think that's it. I think if you're Liz Cheney or some of these young women, right, you've heard Trump say things about women that have created for you a sense of, like, maybe just like a higher level of loathing.
Maybe. Or maybe it's bravery. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a mystery. This is why I don't want to write the piece, because I don't have the answers, but I do know the one person in America I would trust most to write this piece, and it's you.
Well, you just heard me not have a real. I don't have a great.
Because you only thought about it for 30 seconds. Live with this for a week or two, and
okay, I'll think about it.
See what you think. It'd be a great piece for the Atlantic. On this men thing, I read a piece in Slate today. There are a couple guys who have set up a PAC who are running anti-Trump ads on porn sites. And they are targeting swing states. And so they thought these are anti-Trump guys were like, there's a huge problem with these tech bros and, like, Barstool Sports guys who are voting for Trump because the other side of Trump's coalition, like, they want to, like, ban pornography, and they want all these guys married by age 22 and having 10 kids. And There's even like a page about banning pornography in Project 2025. And so these guys like found an ad network that'll run ads on porn video websites and it lets them geo-target to the swing states. And so they're running a whole mess of ads in the final month saying, hey, Trump wants to ban porn. It's right here in Project 2025, so enjoy it while you can. I thought that was clever.
That is funny. But going back to the women versus men, because I'm going to segue into your next thing and let you beat me up a little bit, is on Larry Hogan. Larry Hogan is another good example of somebody who is anti-Trump but unwilling to sort of go do the full enchilada. We're so against him, we're actually going to vote for his opponent, which is literally the only logical position one can have. The rest of it is illogical, and I do think narcissistic in this way of, well, I have to maintain this little whatever. And they try to like quote Solzhenitsyn at us about like, let evil enter the world, but not through me. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like Kamala Harris is not,
evil.
Well, she's not going to like lock you in the gulag. Yeah. So silly stuff. Okay. So go ahead. Hit me with your Larry's thing.
So Larry Hogan and Angela also Brooks have a debate, and she makes a case that is so perfect that I can't believe it never occurred to me to put it this way. And in fact, I'm embarrassed that I never thought of it. And she says very clearly and directly, "Hey Sarah, there's more show."
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Are we still talking? We have more talking?
We're still talking. The talking goes on. But that's only for the people who are inside the Velvet Rope, the Bulwark Plus members.
Oh, they got to subscribe.
Yeah. Tell them to subscribe. Tell the people,
You should subscribe,
Sarah.
Guys. Why wouldn't you subscribe? You get all kinds of things. You get some extra me and JVL. You get some extra me and George Conway. You get JVL's Triad. This is one of the best things the Bulwark offers. I read it at least once or twice a week.
Yes. Go and subscribe. We'd love to have you.